You know that feeling when you walk out to the pool, look at the water and think, yeah, that's not as clean as I remember. Twigs on the bottom, leaves in the corners, dirt set along the floor, sand tracked in from the beach. And you know you're just about to lose your Saturday wrestling a vacuum pole in the sun instead of actually enjoying the pool. That's exactly why I've been so keen to test this little beast. Hey everyone, it's Andy here from Mr. Yoo-Hoo. And as you can see behind me, I'm here at Surfers Paradise on the Gold Coast, and we're looking at the iGarden K Pro 150, a cordless robotic pool cleaner that's all about long battery life, smart navigation, and just quietly getting on with the job so you don't have to. In this video, I'm gonna unbox it, set it up here in my own pool, show you how it moves, how it handles real world debris, go through the cleaning modes, the app, the huge runtime, and whether I think it's a genuine set and forget option for busy pool owners. And as always, if you want to check it out, there'll be links in the description, and using these really do help support the channel. And as you can see, we're at the Gold Coast here as well. Now the Gold Coast is well known for its beautiful weather, so there's pools everywhere, so I hope you guys really enjoy it. So let's start with what you actually get. Out of the box, the K Pro 150 more looks like a little supercar than a boring pool tool. Bright color, fluid shape, the whole thing is very hypercar inspired. And I'll be honest, that sucked me in straight away. But once I got my hands, what I really noticed was the build. It feels solid, premium, and well put together without being stupidly heavy. Inside the box, you've got the main robot, the charger, and a simple hook you can clip onto your own pool pole if you want it out from the deep end. The robot itself has 4-litre top-load debris basket inside, and straight away it feels like something that's been designed for real backyards and not just a nice showroom demo. And that really is the vibe with this thing. It doesn't just look good, it feels built to live outside, next to the pool, in Australian heat. You've got the automotive style finish, UV and saltwater resistance, and a design that feels rugged without looking ugly. Setting up is very straightforward. You charge from the back, you've got a clear battery indicator on display, and the controls are right there on the robot itself. So if you just want to grab it, choose a mode, and throw it in the pool, you can do that. You don't have to live in the app every time you want to clean. You've got a few different cleaning options to play with as well. Floor only, walls and waterline only, walls and waterline first, then floor or full coverage if you just want it to do the lot. You can also choose cycle lengths like 1 hour, 1.5 hours, 2 hours, or max if you want to let it really go to work. That is a huge amount of battery for a cordless pool cleaner, and it changes how you think about using it. Instead of, right, one quick clean and back on charge, it feels much more like a robot you can trust to quietly keep the pool under control over time. So the first thing I did was give it a very normal Gold Coast test, a full coverage clean after a windy day. And as you can see, here is a pool just here. There's a normal mix of twigs, leaves, dirt, and a bit of sand tracked in from the beach. Normally that's the point when I sigh, grab my manual vacuum, and kiss my afternoon goodbye. Instead, I charged up the K Pro, set it to the whole pool, and dropped it in. Now let's go across while I do that now with the pool. Okay, here's now the exciting part. We're gonna put the pool cleaner into the pool. So I've got it just here. As you see, you hold down the button just there to turn it on, like that. The lights come on. Now I'm gonna set the time for 1 hour so you guys can see how it works. I'm gonna set the cleaning for walls, floor, and the full clean across the pool. Now what you do is you go and put it into the pool like this and get it started. So I'll do it over here so you guys can see what's happening. Put it gently. So here we're about 15 minutes into the pool cleaner going. As you can see, there it is just there working through the pool. It's already soaked up a lot of the debris in the pool and continues to go well. It's also gone up the walls, done the waterline. So the pool's already looking 100% better, and I can't wait to see when it's finally finished. As you can see, what I noticed straight away is that it moves with purpose. It doesn't just bounce around randomly like some older robots I've used. It follows organized 3D S-pass, working long runs across the floor, then moving onto the walls and waterline. If you watch it for a minute, you can actually see it covering the pool methodically instead of just guessing. It's using a mix of infrared sensors and an IMU to understand the pool as it goes. And that makes a huge difference. And we've actually sped up the footage of the pool here too, guys, so you can see it cleaning. Cleaning performance is also a big one for me. I've had cleaners in the pool before that claim to do walls and then just slide back down like Bambi on ice. The K Pro 150 actually gets up there, grips properly, and runs along the waterline where sunscreen, grime, and all that buildup tends to sit. I've got curved corners, steps, and a couple of awkward spots in this pool, and it handled them all really well, as you can see. It can also work in shallow water, climb 2 steps, and cross over drains without freaking out, which is great if your pool isn't just one big rectangle. Now guys, you can probably see as it went over some of the lighter debris it picked up into the air, they settled back down and picked it up again, but it keeps them going backwards and forwards, so it does that. Now I don't just like testing these on a nice clean day because that doesn't tell you much. So after I left the first run, I left the pool for a bit, let some more debris build up, tracked a bit more sand in from the outside, and then ran it again using turbo. Turbo's basically there for when you want more bite. It ramps the suction up so it can grab the heavier stuff like twigs, gravel, or anything that weaker robots would just shuffle around. In real life, I think this is mode you'd use after a storm, after a windy weekend, or after the pool's had a lot of use and you just wanted to get it looking sharp again, quickly. And as you can see here, when I put the turbo mode on as well, a lot of the light debris, it sucked up really easily. Now let's go and look at how it happened with the actual basket when we finished. Okay, so the pool cleaner's finished. So it's interesting to see now what's been collected in the actual hopper. So to open up the hopper, you just pull this out just like that. And there is a basket just there. So if you open it up, there you can see there is all the stuff that's been taken out of it. As you can see, it's got chlorine chemicals from the pool, the salt, debris, small debris, fine debris have all come through, which is great. So it's really picked it up quite easily. And it's quite as simple as you just wash this out with a hose and it all comes out. So very easy to use. And having a look at actually how it works. So again, with this, sucks it up through the bottom here. So it comes up out of here, up into the basket, and the water comes back out there like that as well. So very efficient for doing pool cleaning. And as you can see, there's no residual in there at all. And you've got the fan at the front there as well. So it works very, very well. So there you go. As you can see, the basket's another power to care about. Because no point having big battery if the thing fills up in 10 minutes. The 4-litre basket on a K Pro 150 is genuinely useful. After a couple of full cycles in my pool, I opened it up, and as you can see, it was full of the usual Gold Coast mess. Little twigs, leaves, etc. Cleaning is easy too. Pop the lid, lift the basket out, shake it into the bin, hose it off, put it back in, no messing around with tiny fiddly cartridges. The filtration is rated to around 180 microns, which in real world terms means it's good for all the normal stuff you can actually see in a backyard pool. Leaves, sand, dirt, little bits of debris, bugs. Your main pool system is still doing the ultrafine stuff and the water chemistry side, but as a robot, this cleaner is doing exactly what you want it to do. Now let's talk about the app, because I think this is where iGarden has actually done a nice job. You connect over Bluetooth and 2.4 gig Wi-Fi, and from the app you can change cleaning modes. Choose a cycle length, check battery status, and set the AI timer. That means you can tell it to wake up every 24, 48, or 72 hours, or just do a clean automatically. And that's really where the set and forget side starts to make sense. On most days, if the pool looks fine, I'd probably do just a short floor clean. Then once or twice a week, I'd set it to the full pool clean properly. If the weather turns or the pool's had a lot of use, then that's when I use turbo. But guys, the fact you can schedule all of this in the app means you don't have to keep remembering to go outside and start it manually. This actually suits me really well because I'm often filming between Brisbane and Gold Coast or just busy doing other stuff. So being able to set the timer and know the robot's going to quietly keep on the pool is genuinely useful. One of the things I really appreciate is the auto docking and self-drain. When the K150 Pro finishes, when a battery gets low, it doesn't just stop somewhere annoying in the middle of the pool and make you go fishing for it. It finds its way back to the wall and waits for you. Then when you lift it out, it drains itself really quickly. So you're not trying to haul a massive waterlogged brick out of the deep end. On a hot Gold Coast day, this is a very underrated feature. So after proper time with the iGarden K Pro 150, guys, what do I think? I think this is a really impressive cordless pool cleaner. Firstly, I love the design. It is sexy. The second selling point is a huge battery life. But it's not just about battery. The fact it cleans properly, navigates walls, climbs confidently, has a large enough basket to be useful, and gives you enough control through the app to make you fit your life around it rather than the other way around. For me, the best compliment I can give it is since I started using it, I spent more time in the pool than standing around with a vacuum hose. And for me, that is exactly what a good pool robot does. If you should give your time back and you can actually enjoy the pool you paid for. Guys, if you want to check out the iGarden K Pro 150, I'll leave links in the description below. Using the links really does support the channel and lets me keep doing honest real world reviews like this. Make sure you hit the like button if it's helpful, subscribe to the channel, check out our pool cleaners playlist where we've got all the pool cleaners on there, and I hope you enjoyed me being here in my apartment in the Gold Coast and also at my house on Service Paradise as well. Thanks for watching, Andy from Mr. Yoo-Hoo, and I'll see you in the next one.